الله من يقرأ الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
صلى الله عليك يا مولانا يا أبا عبد الله. صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله. صلى الله عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. صلى الله عليك يا ابن فاطمة المظلومة. ما خاب من تمسك بكم وأمن من لجأ إليكم. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه أولئك الذين هداهم الله وأولئك هم المهتدون. آمنا بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
For the love of Aba Abdullah al-Hussain, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
For the love of Imam صاحب العصر والزمان، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء، صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم بمصابنا بأبي عبد الله، وجعلنا الله وإياكم من الطالبين بثأره مع إمام المنصور المؤيد. Once again, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us this moment and this opportunity to recite this ziyarah to majlis and to ask Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to grant us all together the reward of the masa'ib of Aba Abdullah, and to continue to instill the love of Hussein and the love of the family and the companions of Hussein in our hearts, inshallah. Because no doubt our beloved Prophet made it very clear, من أراد الله به خيرا قذف في قلبه حب الحسين وذرية الحسين. Whoever Allah desires good for him or her, Allah places the love of Hussein and the love of the family of Hussein in his or her heart. Now the verse I've just quoted from glorious Quran is Quran 39 verse 18. This verse, no doubt, is linked to the verse before it, and even some verses after it. When you read this verse, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ أُولَئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمْ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Not muhtaduna, as I recited earlier on. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, when he's describing good people, he said, they are those يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ, they listen to speeches. And they listen to what people say. But after listening to all that people say, يَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَ, they take the best out of what is being said. Then Allah said, these are those who are guided by Allah. And these are witty, meaning intellectuals. Now, departing from this verse of glorious Quran, our topic of tonight will be, it's a very brief topic, inshallah, our communities in its dealings with new ideas. In other words, we're going to look at our approaches to ideas that we are not aware of, and for the first time we hear someone or a speaker saying it. Or you hear something that you are not sure of, and it sounds confusing to you. What sort of approach do we have to put on? This is a very important topic, but normally last night you can't pull much. But inshallah it will give us something to think about. And the aim of this last majlis is to first inspire myself and to inspire each and every one of you mu'mineen and mu'minat on the best practices of approaching ideas that you do not know of, and all of a sudden somebody starts speaking about it. Because today, if you look around, our approaches to ideas that we do not know or we are not sure of, or it sounds confusing, is either to belittle the person who speaks that idea, bring him down, undermine him, bash him, push him aside, gossip about him. This is what is the trend in most of our communities. But as mu'mineen and mu'minat, lovers and followers of Ahlul Bayt, we need to emulate Ahlul Bayt. We need to follow their footsteps in whatever we do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at 4 main reasons. Of course, these reasons that I'm going to mention are not the only reasons. But these are 4 main reasons as to why normally people, when they receive new ideas, new thoughts, they are unable to hold onto it. And then in between, we'll look at the best practices when you get a new idea. If you like, controversial idea. Somebody just throw a controversial idea. Whether the person is doing it intentional or unintentional is up to him. It's between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because every speaker will be accountable of what he or she says. Remember, podium, you will be accountable of every word and letter you mention on the day of Qiyamah. So if your aim is that you have a hidden agenda, you as a speaker, then you've got a very long hidden agenda, because Allah will hold you responsible on the day of Qiyamah. And if the aim of a speaker is to make people fight one another, is to cause a fitna and friction amongst the members of a particular community, Allah will sort the speaker out on the day of Qiyamah. Now when you look at how Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala sent our beloved prophets after Garu Hira, the cave of Hira, Allah prepared Rasulullah because Allah knew the community He was sending the Holy Prophet to. They are a very difficult community. This community did not believe in the beginning and in the end. They used to say, وَمَا يُغْلِقُنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرِ. Life, we're going to live, and when we die, nothing will happen after death. This was the sort of community that the Holy Prophet was sent to. They had no culture. They had no akhlaq. When Allah was sending our beloved prophets, what did He say to Rasulullah? إِنَّا سَنُلْقِي عَلَيْكَ كَوْلًا ثَقِيلًا. We are going to inspire you with a heavy word. But you need to take this word to those people. You know, how did the Holy Prophet manage those people? They were very difficult. He managed them with only one thing, that was his akhlaq. He approached them with his akhlaq, with all the backlash, with all the undermining. People used to call Prophet, إِنَّكَ لَسَاهِرٌ كَذَّابٌ. Is there any speaker who have been called like that? They used to tell Prophet, you are wallah, a magician and you are a liar. People used to tell Rasulullah on his face. So whatever is happening to any of us or any speaker is nothing compared to what happened to Rasulullah. Rasulullah would never take what people say against him and start lashing them on his member. He never did that. Hence his wives was asked, what do you think was the akhlaq of Rasulullah? And they said, كَانَ خُلُقُهُ الْقُرْآنِ. His akhlaq was Quran. So therefore this also a lesson to all of us. But now let's enter number one. What is the reason as to why our communities sometimes we can't handle new ideas? New ideas doesn't mean it's a gospel truth. Ideas are ideas. A speaker may sit anywhere and speak. Maybe it's true to him, but it may not be true to you. But the reason as to why sometimes when new ideas are thrown by some speakers is that either that idea divides us sometimes because we don't know how to approach it, or it makes us think that this speaker is my enemy, that one is my enemy. The first reason, look at this reason, is the culture of la mubalat. There are people in a community whereby they don't care. Whatever is being said, they do not care, whether good or bad. Try not to be one of those people. Wallahi. There are people, they come to Majlis. Yes, they follow in the Majlis what has been said. Okay, it's fine. After that, there is no digestion of that idea. There is nothing. They just follow the caravan. Somebody meet them out there, or somebody tweet them. Somebody said WhatsApp. Oh, that speaker in that mosque. That speaker here. Oh, yeah, it's like that. These are the people Akhir Zaman. People are burying some speakers alive, wallahi. It's the culture of la mubalat. La mubalat means what? I don't care. I will just go to the mosque, fine. I will enter. Whatever happens there is none of my business. You know, these are the people that Allah chapter Araf, verse 179, Allah mentioned in a longer ayah. وَلَكَدْ ذَرَعَنَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. Indeed, we will prepare Jahannam with a lot of people and a lot of jinn. Then Allah described who are those people. لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا وَلَهُمْ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا وَلَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. Allah described them. Then these are the people, we gave them hearts, but they cannot comprehend with the hearts. They just follow caravan. This person, they follow. They don't care. They have this I don't careism attitude, which is wrong. Every single majlis you go, be part of the majlis. If you cannot take anything, take one ayah out of that majlis. Take one hadith out of that majlis. Go and serve it. Go and find out. Go and think about it. Go and discuss if you like. Allah said, لَهُمَ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. They got hearts, but nothing about the heart they do. وَلَهُمَ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. They got ears, but they cannot hear. It goes here, it goes out. Don't be like that, my brothers and sisters. Quran mentioned good ones are those وَتَعِيَهَا أُذُنٌ وَاعِيَةٌ. When things enters, good one, what do? That good hearing captures it and restore it and preserve it. Allah said, وَلَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. They've got eyes, but they cannot see. Allah said, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. They are like animals, even worse than animals. Allah said, these are ghafirin, these people who forget. So one reason as to why sometimes we can't handle new ideas, whether good or bad. I'm not saying good only, whether good or bad. It's because we don't care. I am just going to my majlis, Father Abdullah alayhi salam. I'm going for majlis, my community. I don't care. Try not to be someone who would say, I don't care. Try not to be someone who says, I don't care. I give an example. When the Holy Prophet of Islam moved to Medina, there were many who did not support Rasulullah. And what they would do, they would stand at the borders of Medina. When people were coming to Medina, they would tell them, don't listen to him even if he recites Quran. وَكَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَا تَسْمَعُوا لِهَذَا الْقُرْآنَ وَالْغَوْا فِي الْقُرْآنِ. Those who did not believe in the message of Rasulullah, they will say to people coming to Medina, when you come to Medina, you enter. Do not listen to whatever he says. Even if you listen, throw it away. I don't care. And this happened to the people of Nuh alayhi salam. When we made dua, isn't it? You know it. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, إِنِّي دَعَوْتُ قَوْمِي لَيْلًا وَنَهَارًا فَلَمْ يَزِدْهُمْ دُعَائِي إِلَّا فِرَارًا وَإِنِّي كُلَّمَا دَعَوْتُهُمْ لِتَغْفِرَ لَهُمْ جَعَلُوا أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ وَاسْتَكْشَوْا ثِيَابَهُمْ وَأَصَرُّوا وَاسْتَكْبَرُوا اسْتِكْبَارًا. No. Complain to Allah. Yes, and Ya Allah, I called my people to you day and night. But فَلَمْ يَزِدْهُمْ دُعَائِي إِلَّا فِرَارًا. Ya Allah, the more I called them to you, the more they ran away from me. Nuh said, Ya Allah, I complain to you. When I go to them trying to reach out to them, what would they do? They will put their fingers into their ears. And that wasn't enough. They would use their clothes and cover their faces because they didn't want to know to have access to their faces. We don't want to be like that, my fathers and my mothers. Be open-minded person. To be open-minded doesn't mean that you are sacrificing your iman. Be somebody who digests things. Be somebody who brainstorms things. Be somebody who do follow up on things. That's number one, the reason. Number two, as to why you find today Muslim communities, here communities, we don't welcome new ideas. Why? Because we want comforts. Istrsal. Oh, we are used to this. No. I remember somebody in one mosque somewhere. I went to lead in Salah somewhere in one of the cities. So in the Qunut, you make it dua. So I said, بِحَقِّ مُحَمَّدٍ وَآلِهِ طَائِرَ اللَّهُ أَكْبَرُ. Oh, when I finished, these two gentlemen came to me. Sheikh, today we had a strange thing here. I said, what's the strange thing? He said, no, we since we were young, we know Bijahi Muhammad, not to be Hakim Muhammad. So I said, but more or less it's the same. No. no, our Maulana never said that. He said, but now, your Maulana, is it the man of why? Why come from Allah to Rasulullah? He said, no, it became a serious issue. It became a serious issue. You know why people don't want change? Or they don't want to hear about change? It's because it's tirsal. We want comfort. Allah made it very clear in Quran. Let's go back to Quran, my fathers and my mothers and brothers and sisters. Where people will say, when prophets would call them to positive change, he said, Inna wajadna aba'ana ala umma wa inna ala atharihim muhtadun. Allah mentioned, chapter Zuhur, verse 22. They will say, no, this is how we found our fathers doing. Our forefathers were like this, and we going to follow their footsteps. Islam is not like that. It may be wrong, even if you practice it for a million years. But give room. Giving room doesn't mean that you are accepting it. You covering it, you are adding wet to wetness. It's the Salma. No, we are used to this way, we are not used to that way. Islam is not like that, wallah. And that is as to why people, no, they just want to be the way they are for the past 100 years. A young boy comes and says, no, this is a new idea. They don't even give thought about the new idea. I'm not saying accept it, but you have to give it a thought. Give it a room. Don't bash it, don't throw it away. You know when you do that, what happens? It takes the person away from you. And it creates enmity between you and him. Maybe you are sincere, maybe he's sincere, but the only way to know that is to give a chance. So the second reason as to why we do not welcome any idea, we just want to be in the same way. Comfort. Third reason as to why we are not ready for any idea. It's lack of knowledge. Because we don't trust our knowledge. So when a woman, anything is said, oh, people jump. This is kufr. This is not the way of Ahlul Bayt. It may be kufr. It may not be the way of Ahlul Bayt. But give it a thought. Lack of knowledge, as they say, small knowledge is fitna. Small knowledge is fitna. And Quran made it very clear. Chapter Zumar. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala comes with the verse I quoted. Verse 18. That's Quran 39. They listen. On account of having knowledge, they take the best out of it and they leave the rest. يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. They listen. But they take what they think is good, what they think is a waste, they throw it away. But if you do not have the knowledge, how will you be able to examine whether this is right? That's why you find many people are biased. Today, if that speaker mentioned, even if it's wrong, it's right, because lack of knowledge, you find him as a ghost. We have this trend going in our communities, unfortunately. No, he is right, he's angel, finished, done. And today we tend to worship speakers. He cannot be wrong. Who told you? Is he Masum? But the reason as to why we are unable to know whether it's right and wrong, because we also have lack of knowledge. We don't have the proper information. Classes are organized at our centers. We don't want to participate. Books we don't want to read. But when the problem comes, as I mentioned on the night dealing with the ulama, we blame the alim. Alim come Thursday, you give him 15 minutes, 20 minutes to talk. Can he dissect the reason for the revelation of a verse? You need 20 minutes. The only way to know more is to engage him afterwards. On the Khoshali day, you give him 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Mankabat part of it. Can he dissect everything? He just member is to provoke your thought, brothers and sisters. Personally, I feel member is to provoke thoughts so that we can start going on and think about it and open the way for understanding. So the third reason is lack of proper knowledge. And the fourth reason is what? Which is the last reason. Then I'll give you a solution to that. I'm scared, what will they say about me? Oh, I'll be seen as an odd person. So be it. Allah is in charge, Habibi. So be it. Rasulullah made it very clear. If the entire world say they hate you, and if you know in your heart you have Allah, go and sleep nicely. These are these of the prophets. And he said if the entire world tell you they love you, and down deep in your heart you know you don't have good relation with Allah, don't ever sleep. Think about it. Think about it. That is why Arabs, they used to say, رِدَ النَّاسِ غَايَةً لَا تُدْرَكْ وَرِدَ اللَّهِ غَايَةً نُدْرَكْ. He said, to be accepted by everyone is a destination no one will reach. But the only destination that you can reach is Allah, so strive to reach Him. For Muki, for everybody to like you here, forget it, Muki. Forget Muki. Al-Salim. Forget it. But Allah is easy to come by. So many people, they don't welcome good ideas. Why? Because they're scared. What will people say? No, people will not like it. That is why Allah told the Rasulullah, Surah Muzammil, verse 10, فَاصْبِرْ صَبْرًا جَمِيلًا, in one ayah. And another I said, فَاصْبِرْ عَلَى مَا يَقُولُونَ وَاحْجُرُهُمْ حَجْرًا جَمِيلًا. You, Rasulullah, just be patient of whatever they say. But slowly but surely you will migrate from them. You go. Now, brothers and sisters, what is an Islamic way of approaching new ideas? These new ideas may be valid, may be invalid, may be authentic or not authentic, may be completely confusing. Some ideas are crazy because you've never heard it in your life, and all of a sudden it's like a bomb. Bah! How do you handle it? We learn from the Holy Prophet and his companions. We learn from Abu Dharr al-Ghifari. We learn from Salman al-Farisi. Abu Dharr, Salman, just to mention few. They are not from Makkah. They are not from Saudi. Abu Dharr is from a tribe called Ghifari. This Ghifari, they used to stay on a way to Sham, Syria. They heard about the Holy Prophets. That is saying that all are wrong. People must come to monotheism, must come to Allah. Abu Dharr, you know what he did? He had a brother by the name of Anis. He sent his brother. He said, my brother Anis, go to Medina, go to Makkah, and sit next to him when he's addressing people. I want you to take note of whatever you would hear. When you come back, I want you to tell me. Then we as Kabila will sit and decide on the way forward. Anis went, he came back. Abu Dharr asked him, and he said, no, I can't tell you all. I could not record everything. So Abu Dharr himself decided to travel to Makkah. He went to Makkah, Baytullah al-Haram. He had no family. He would stay there until Amir al-Mu'min, always when he comes, you see somebody sitting there. Then Imam realized that no, this person is not from Mecca. Narration says Imam al-Mu'min went to him and said, man, where are you from? He said, my name is Abu Dharr from Ghifar family. But I've been seeing here, you don't have family here, Ashira? He said, I don't have. What are you doing here? He said, no, I heard about Muhammad. That is talking something. Yes, it's not sitting in my heart. But I decided to come and find out more about him. Then Amir al-Mu'min said, no, you've come to the right person. This is Muhammad, let's go to him. They went to Prophet. Abu Dharr spent time there. You know, in Makkah, the first person to announce Islam loudly, confidently, was Abu Dharr al-Ghifari. Salman al-Farisi, the same thing. Persia. He came here about Rasulullah. He took time. So what is our roles and responsibilities? Towards speakers we like, speakers we do not like, ideas that are confusing, ideas that are not confusing. Number one, take the information. Beginning, you start thinking about it and analyze it. And the first thing to do is to approach the speaker if you've got access to that speaker. Write to that speaker. Tell him this is confusing. This doesn't make sense to me. Okay? If that does not help you, get scholars that you trust the most and then go to them. Discuss the thing. Try to find out as to what the speaker is talking about. But you know what you do the moment you hear? Before you come out of the majlis, you backbite about him. You talk about him. We insult. We ban ulama. This one is wrong. That one is wrong. This is not right. This is not the ummah of Rasulullah. Unless really if a person is of a terrible akhlaq and terrible behavior, which will misguide our youth, which will misguide our women, then definitely we have to take an action. Or the person is talking something that is completely away from Quran, that is completely away from the way of Ahlul Bayt. But for us to be able to do that, we need to analyze, we need to ask, we need to find out. Or else you know what is going to happen on the day of my brothers and sisters? All of us as who are rushing in taking decision against some speakers on the day of Qiyamah, we will be responsible in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be careful on how we handle matters. If you don't have the prerequisite knowledge to be able to analyze it properly, there are scholars. You've got our resident ulama. You've got so many scholars around. Right. Even if it takes 1 year for you to be able to understand it, it's fine. Quran is saying, وَظَنُّوا بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ خَيْرًا. Think khayr of believers. But we give meanings to what some are saying. That is not the akhlaqi of Rasulullah. An example, Salatul Jum'ah. It is not to be common among the Shias in the world. Salatul Jum'ah. Before, few communities in the world were doing. Because you know we have this, say it's not wajib during Gaibatul Kubra of Imam, isn't it? For it to be introduced to all the Shagwi, it took long. Although the teachings has been there for quite a long time. It took very long. So therefore, brothers and sisters, my last advice is our approach to any information that we receive. Know that it is amana in your hand. Find out and be sincere about it. Thereafter, if you find it's wrong, still you don't have the boarding pass to go on social media and start attacking the person. What we do, we attack our scholars, and the non-Shias are laughing at us. You know, no, I advise the scholar, write to him separately. I think here, I don't like it. That's it. You going out saying it, it doesn't add anything to you. And it doesn't change anything. And us as ummah, categorizing speakers, this one is not a mu'min, that one is a mu'min, this one is... All is not our ability to do that. Let's follow the footsteps of our beloved Imams alayhi wasallam. And especially our beloved Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen. And more, you go to the life of our beloved Sif Imam. During this time, so many ideas emerged, wrong ideas. But how did Imam Jafar approach it? Nicely, with knowledge. You can't change intellectual issue with violence. You can only change intellectual issue with another intellect. When you come to me intellectually, I need to arm myself intellectually. But when you know I become violent, I intimidate you, or I get intimidated because of your information, then who is defeated? You are defeated. So therefore, mu'mineen, and especially the youth, I encourage you, inshallah, learn, study, read. Read, I repeat it, read. Once you read, You live in this dunya peacefully and you'll go to akhirah peacefully. And in conclusion, brothers and sisters, before we recite our musibah, this will be our last night of the majlis with you, inshallah, in this Muharram 2017. Our theme of discussion was tackling our community's pertinent issues. And the aim of the entire theme is for us to start thinking seriously on the best way to serve our community and to know our roles and responsibilities. Hence, the first 2 nights, we looked at how to spread the message of Abu Abdullah through media and social media. And then the second night, of course, was the best practice of mourning and remembering Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. And the third night, we looked at the foundation of building a successful and cohesive community in Quran. And if you recall very well in that discussion, we indicate to a very important point that to have a sense of belonging to your community is a natural need. Naturally, you have to belong somewhere. You have to belong. And don't just belong to it. Be someone who is active and proactive in the way you belong to it. And then we move on to look at our communities and their dealings with their scholars and speakers. And we highlighted on some very important challenges that our ulamas are going through. And of course, I also highlighted the responsibilities of our ulama. And then we move on to look at the role of tranquility in our marriages and how tranquility is crucial for the success of our marriages. We then move on to look at the model for the bringing of our children, which is also pertinent and which is very, very important if we are to build a very powerful community for the reappearance of our 12th Imam. And then we went ahead to look at the youth and the future ambition. And we indicated that a youth is someone who is productive and creative. If you are the youth, then you are expected to be productive, my brother and my sister. You are expected to be creative. You cannot afford to be a youth when what you know is just to complain. And I did mention a point that there is an urgent need to bridge the gap between the young generation and the older generation, which is also of great importance and significance. And then we went ahead to look at the model of a successful community leader. Who is to be the leader of a Shia community or the entire Muslim Ummah community? What are the qualities from the social perspective, sociological perspective, and the teachings of Islam? And most especially what we did was to look at Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. And then of course we went ahead to look at man's battle between his connection with the earth and his connection with the heaven. And we focus, if you remember very well, on music and the danger of music and how music can take you away and distance you from building that connection with the heaven, which is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then of course, we then looked at the urgent need for spirituality within our community. And tonight, we're concluding. Therefore, brothers and sisters, the aim is to understand your community and to understand our challenges as communities and to understand our roles as community. And as I indicated, our communities are doing well, but more room for improvements. So let this Muharram become a means for all of us joining our hands together for the service of our community. And the good thing about service to the community, as I mentioned, is to prepare for the reappearance of the Imam of our time. Now, no doubt, the day of 11th was also a very difficult day for Ahlul Bayt. You know, difficulty upon difficulty. Difficulty after difficulty. And no doubt, this is the moment when we take all our hearts and souls to Sham. It is the moment of Sayyida Zainab alayha salam. On that saddest night, as we mentioned, Sayyida Zainab had a long night. And narration says children would cry and cry and cry. Narration says they slept that night without a roof under them, above them. Now on the day of the 11th, narration says in the morning, when the enemies woke up, they made sure that they gave ghusl, janaza, to the bodies of their companions. Some narrations said they gave them kafan and they began to sort the bodies of the companions of the enemies from around the side. And they left the bodies of the companions of Abu Abdullah without ghusl, without kafan, and without burial. But you know, that day, the day of 11th, what is very difficult about that day and so painful and hurtful is that they made the daughters of Rasulullah to go on camel without saddles. And but with Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, it wasn't only camel without saddle, they put chain around his neck. And the chain they put around the neck of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, the chain kept paining Imam Zainul Abidin. But Arbabul Maqatil said, they took Zainab and they made Zainab to pass by the body of Abu Abdullah. This is really the most painful sin. That you killed my brother, you beheaded my brother, and in that darkness of the night, they asked Khuli to carry all the heads. Khuli took the head of Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. But when Zainab got next to the body of Abu Abdullah, she said, هذا حسين بالعراء مرمل الدماء مقطع الأعداء وبناته سبايا. Zainab said, this is Hussain without anything to cover. And this is Hussain in the pool of blood. And this is Hussain whose body is being chopped into pieces. You remember when the horses were made to trample on the body of Abu Abdullah. That is why one Ayatollah, when he was describing the burial of Abu Abdullah, he said one of those who were buried in pieces was Abu Abdullah. And no doubt, as he mentioned that element, it is true in the riwayat. Another person who was buried in pieces was Abu Fadl al-Abbas. And the Maulana said another one was Qasim. You remember very well. When Abu Abdullah took the body of Qasim, he used a rope to tie the pieces of the meat of Qasim. When he got there, Zainab came out and said, what are you holding in your hand? He said, Zainab, I'm not holding anything, I'm holding the body of Qasim. So we are are told Zainab sat next to the body of Abu Abdullah. And Zainab began to cry. Arbab al-Maqatil said, Zainab, you were there for Hussain. Who will be there for you, Zainab alayhi salam? No doubt you know very well, if you begin to look at the journey and the masir of Arba'in, each and every city that Zainab entered, people would belt Zainab with stone. People will belt Zainab with stone. Now no doubt Sakina came to pass by the body of her beloved father Abu Abdullah. We are told when Sakina came next to the body of Abu Abdullah, she remembered that line which the father whispered into her years before he went to the battlefield. Sakina said, I remembered very well that last and final moment of my father. My father whispered into my ears, Shi'ati, ma in sharibtum adba ma'in fadhukuruni, wa ma in sami'tum an garibin aw shahidin fandubuni. This is a message to all of us, Shi'ani Ali and Shi'ani Hussain. Sakina said, my father told me, oh Sakina, my Shi'as are those, whenever they drink water on account of a thirst, they remember me and cry for me, Hussain. And she said, Wallah, my father said, oh Sakina, whenever my Shia hear about a stranger, they remember me, Hussain alayhi salam. Now you know they moved them and they made them with the camel to go to Kufa. Arbabul Maqatis, those who have been to Karbala, you know the distance between Karbala and Kufa, but it's far. Kufa is around Najaf al-Ashraf. Once they arrived in Kufa, narration says people came on the street, paraded, and they were beating drums. And the daughters of Ali Rasul, they are not used to people looking at their faces. They were beating drums, but when they entered into the palace of Umar ibn Sa'd, you know what happened in the palace? I leave you with that. He asked them to bring him a golden plate. And he brought the head of Hussein and placed it on the golden plate. But you know what he was doing? He began to poke the lip of Hussein. He began to play with the lip of Hussein alayhi salam. And he began to play with the cheek of Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. And therefore, mu'mineen and mu'minat, the gamma of Ahl al-Bayt literally began after Karbala. Up until the journey of Arba'in. Understand this line. Up until Arba'in, Hussein was the only body without a head. Why do we go for Arba'in? Because it marks the moment when the head was brought to join the body of Abu Abdullah. So I ask you, if your loved one dies and his head is taken somewhere and the body is with you, will you sleep or not? You will make sure you will ask Allah, you will be aggressive until the moment when the head joins the body. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. Raise up your hands, brothers and sisters. Let's make dua, inshallah, to ask Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to accept our azadariya. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are your slaves, we are your servants. We do make mistakes, Ya Allah. Forgive our mistakes and our shortcomings. The organizers of this majalis, of this community, right from the leadership of the community up until all of you brothers and sisters who contributed directly or indirectly towards having this Muharram majalis and the ma'atam, may Allah tabarak wa ta'ala reward you immensely. May Allah continue to instill the love of Hussein in the heart of each and every one of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the shafa of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. And may Allah give us more opportunities to serve the cause of Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. May Allah inspire us to prepare adequately for the reappearance of the Imam of our time. Ya Allah, we ask you, those who cook the niyaz, they are behind the scene, but they do a lot of work. Those who prepare the niyaz that we all enjoyed in the few nights that we had here in the Tabarruk, may Allah reward them immensely, inshaAllah. We pray for the volunteers out there. They are outside protecting us and protecting our cause. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala reward them immensely, inshaAllah. We ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, this community, may Allah increase its tawfiqat and barakat. The youngsters of this community, may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, both boys and girls, may Allah protect them with His protection, inshaAllah. May Allah put them under His surveillance cameras, inshaAllah. And our senior citizens, we ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to prolong their lives with barakat and tawfiqat, inshaAllah. And our new mosque, which is under construction, Al-Qa'im project, may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala make us all see the finishing and the opening of this project, inshaAllah. It is the project in the name of the Imam of our time, and Imam will make sure it happens. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala put the barakah of Imam in that project, inshaAllah. Those who contributed and those who are willing to contribute, may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala inspire them to contribute, inshaAllah. Our Muki, inshaAllah, we pray for you, inshaAllah. May Allah increase your tawfiqat, inshaAllah. May Allah increase your patience, inshaAllah. And inshaAllah, lastly, brothers, let me take this opportunity and sisters to thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to sit on this member of Hussaini. It is indeed no doubt an opportunity for me, because if I look at the lives of Ahl al-Bayt, some of our Imams did not have the opportunity to sit on member to talk to people. Imam Askari is a typical example. He never had the opportunity to sit and talk to even 10 people. So when you have even 5 people, you must appreciate. Imam was under parole. He had to report. So his teaching was a sign language. He would stand from far and indicate to his companions, and they would know the sign. So thank you so much from the community, Brother Sarfaraz, who invited me since 2012. And Alhamdulillah, life moved very fast. And now 5 years down the line, I'm here. I did not even know I will be here while I'm in UK. So we already did the visa with him in advance and got the long visa, but Alhamdulillah, I'm a neighbor. So thank you so much for Sarfaraz. And of course, that was not going to happen without your team and the leadership of the community. They gave you the support. Thank you so much. And all of you brothers and sisters, thank you so much on behalf of myself and my senior learned scholar, Sheikh Mohammed Rashid, for the opportunities that you've given us. And Alhamdulillah, from my side, you've been unbelievable and unprecedented members of the community, from the young to the old. The reception is amazing, and thanks to Haji Muhammad Datu and his son Bakir for hosting me. I really enjoyed myself. And I'll take this opportunity to ask for your forgiveness if I offended you or offended you in any way in my interaction with you outside the majlis or during the majlis. All were not, but in the name of Abba Abdullah. So I ask for your forgiveness, but from my side, I loved everything that had happened, and I pray for you, inshallah, and pass my regard to Sheikh Shanawaz, because we live in tomorrow, we will not have the opportunity to meet him. But inshallah, we are close. We will meet again, inshallah. May Allah accept your azadari. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin.
Ya